Hi, everybody. So sorry for a few technical difficulties. This is a new program from YouTube. Usually, when you do a live, we always used a program called StreamYard, which was separate. And YouTube has just kind of started their own live program, but it works a little differently. So I did find out, though, that it looks like I can't share my screen. So I do have my phone here to kind of show you guys that. But thank you for coming. And I thought we could just kind of test out this feature, see how it goes, and just go over a few sale highlights while we've got so much going on. So just wanted to say hi and thanks for coming. And I have done my Lisa Eldridge review. I fell asleep editing last night, so I'll finish that up tonight, and it'll probably be up tomorrow. So yeah, first of all, before we start, does anybody have any questions or anything? I know I like never go live. I see that, Elizabeth. Yeah. And yeah, I have my Lisa Eldridge on. So, yeah, does anybody have questions before we start? All right. So, we're going to keep this live fairly brief because I just bought Disney Plus. I'm probably like the last person to purchase it, but I just bought it and put it on for the kids so they can watch a movie because, of course, they have no school and they were home pretty much. I mean, with all the illnesses, they've been basically home for like 3 weeks. So, anyway, let's go ahead and start. If you aren't familiar with my Shop My page, this is where I keep everything. So this is the main page, and there are different shelves here where I keep the sales, promotions, new releases. I have some like recommendations lists. So, like for example, the Sephora list and so forth was on here and so forth. But then also here at the top, there's also posts, and that takes you to like the description box for all my videos, and like you can actually click on like the YouTube video and stuff from here. So my personal non-makeup collector priorities. Okay, I'm trying to be good because I've been really bad about shopping recently. I've bought a lot of new clothes and shoes and things, but that's kind of what I'm going for again. So I think a priority for pretty much everybody in the US, you might want to take a look at that Saks sale. So every year for Black Friday, Saks does this thing where you spend $150 and you get a $75 promotional card. And the promotional cards only go for like a week or two. So I always try to kind of plan what I want in advance. And I try to spend exactly 150. You can only buy one per account, but if you have several accounts, that works. Or if you go in store and you have a nice sales associate, sometimes they'll let you do different ones on like different credit cards, but Saks does kind of track it. Now, one thing to note is the little promotional card is a little paper card. It's like a piece of paper. It's not even like as thick as a regular gift card. And they send that to you in your package. So I did 2 orders last year and I threw away the one. And it was such a hassle to get them to reimburse it, and they won't always reimburse it. So I think I didn't even get that one reimbursed. And on my eyes today, I have the Lisa Eldridge, the Sorcery palette, which is out of stock, but I really love this palette. It's really pretty. So yeah, that'll be coming up in the reviews soon. And yeah, so the Saks, it doesn't apply to beauty. They do have 15% off beauty right now going on as well. So that's always a good thing. But the promotional card offer, I think that is definitely something to do. So I'm looking at possibly either purchasing some more jeans, or like I bought a pair of the Rag and Bone Casey jeans, and they've got a few of those on sale in different colors. So I might pick up a pair of those, or I am potentially looking at some earrings. So I was looking at earrings from Adriana Orsini. So I have like a lot of her earrings. There's like this pair of like double hoops that I have. Let me see. Oh, it's probably going to take a while to pull up on the phone, but I will do that while I'm talking. And yeah, I like those. So that I'm probably going to purchase something like that for that gift card. And then, the Saks 15% off beauty, it's a good deal, but it's not a great deal. And since you can't use it with um the actual like beauty items to get to your 150, I think you're better off filling up your Saks cart with the items you want. Make sure you're logged into your account and wait until they send you the like, they'll send like, sometimes they'll send 15, sometimes 20, 25%, but you can get like a coupon in your um in your account instead, and it's a personalized one, so you might have to wait, but that's a better deal off. If you are looking to purchase beauty from a department store right now, I think the best way is actually going to be the Neiman Marcus sale. And I'm still looking for those hoops. Do I have them up here? I do not. Everything's a mess in here. But the Neiman Marcus gift card event, let me scroll to that. And we have that one's going to be your best percentage off on the department store makeup. But again, they don't have everything. So, you might have to shop around other places. But the Neiman Marcus, it's like, wow, we have so many sales. It's crazy. And here we go. So we have 50 off 200, 100 off 400, 275 off 1,000, or 500 off 2,000. So you're kind of looking, if you stay like right at those amounts, you're looking at about 25%. The code is thankful. And I think that's the best option for department store sales. Unless you find something at Macy's. Macy's does have up to 50% off for certain items. Now, Cle de Peau does not have sales on their website very often, but they do have a sale going on right now. And that one's going to vary. So that is, let's click on that one here. Oh, it's not popping up in here, but the Cle de Peau is going to be 10% off, or anywhere from 10 to 25% off. You get the 25% off if you spend 500 or more. So it kind of depends what your price range is, but they do have a lot of items that, are exclusive to their website. Like if you're looking for some of these holiday lipsticks or holiday highlight and so forth. So basically half of the items from the holiday collection are exclusive to their website. So if you are looking to purchase any of those, that would be a good time to do that as well. And let's just check the comments. How many times a day do I do my eye makeup? Once, usually. Sometimes if I'm filming a video, like that's one of the reasons I like to try to test the makeup a little bit longer than just doing a first impressions. So I try to do one eye look a day. Sometimes you'll see, like if I have a demo on one eye and one on another, then I'll do that like in the morning before I shower, and then I'll do my eye makeup, for the day after that. But usually just like once a day. I try not to do it too much because I don't want to rub my eyes too much with the cleaning process. And let's see here. Oh, yes. Guerlain Skincare is a great choice for the Neiman Marcus sale as well. Lipstick changes per day. That's a lot. So I I actually just cleaned up the ones that I keep on my desk downstairs. I have one of those, how like the thing was to put like a desk in the kitchen. So I have one of those like countertop desks in the kitchen. And it's helpful for cooking, but not so helpful when I'm trying to get other stuff done. And I just cleaned up the lipsticks down there and I brought up a whole bag. But I usually change my lipstick probably 5 to 10 times a day with lip balms and things like that as well. And thank you, Maria. Yeah, the complexion products today. This is the Sisley, this one, the Latent. So yeah, and all right, let's take a look at some other sales. Oh, I did want to share with you right now the Allbirds. I wear Allbirds all the time. The reason I like them so much is not only because they're like a sustainable brand and everything, but I like to wear shoes without socks, but then they stink. And let's face it, all those products, they don't really work on making them smell better. But Allbirds, you can throw in the washing machine. So I picked up some new Allbirds. This was actually, they don't really have a great sale going on their website right now, but I had like a personal code that I used to purchase these. And these, by the way, are the pipers. So this is the first time I bought the pipers, but I wear like the tree pipers a lot. And the tree is the ones that they're going to be lighter weight for summer. This is the wool ones. So I bought these now, and yeah, I wear like the wool runners a lot, which is a slightly different version of those. And yeah, so I think on Cyber Monday, they may have like 25% off. So I wanted to bring that up because if you've been looking at trying them, that's a great time to try them. I know last year they had something like that. So highlighter and blush is actually just one product. It is the Sisley, it's the Golden Rose shade, this one. So yeah, I put this one on with a little bit of a buffing brush, the Hermes one, since it's a little stiffer and it just turns into this really pretty like highlight shade as well. And yeah, so other shoes that well, I actually caved. I purchased some more Nisalo shoes yesterday. So Nisalo, if you're not familiar with them, they are a sustainable leather company, and I have quite a few things from them. I've been buying from them for a long time now, and they have 30% off. They also have this deal where it's like, what is it? Like $500 for, I think, like, is it 5 pairs of shoes? 10 pairs of shoes or something like that for 5 years. And every 6 months you get a code for a free pair of shoes. I did join that over the summer. So I don't actually get a new free pair until January, I believe. But I ended up, purchasing from here. So I purchased the they're actually repeat shoes for me, but I purchased the Amelia. I think it's Amelia, or is it Amelia? I have to see if it's an A or an E. Um, but I purchased those boots in gray, and I currently have the tobacco. Yeah, it's Amelia. And so these are the ones I have already. And then they now have a gray one. And trying to change it. So there's the gray. So I purchased these last night, purchased some sandals. I purchased a Dorsey shoe from them. And yeah, I really like that brand. Let me show you the Dorsey shoe. They were actually made specifically for Emma Watson originally. And so they are now selling them for everybody. I can find those. But yeah, those are things I always look for at this time of year because it's just a better deal. So these are the ones that I picked up, also in gray because I'm a sucker for gray shoes. So sizing wise, if you haven't tried them, I'm technically like a 7.5, and I size up to an 8. So I could wear the 7.5 in them. I just feel like the eight's just slightly more comfortable. So, and let's see here. Eyeshadow, Lisa Eldridge Sorcery. And yeah, and let's see here. Other sales, other shoes. I am waiting to see if Thursday Boot Company has a sale. I've got a few things in my cart there, so I'm interested in looking at those. They currently have not posted anything, but they did do something last year for on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I think it was 20% off. So I think that's a good deal. And then other things that are non-makeup related, Ray Trevay skincare. I did pick up some more of that. So I ordered yesterday. They have 25% off right now. And I actually had a gift card that I had forgotten about. So I used that as well. And I picked up another one of the nutrient face serums and the intensive face serum and more hand cream because that's my go-to during the winter. I try to put that on every night. So I think that's really great. I did want to announce Calisym skincare. So I am absolutely loving it. and they were kind enough to send me full sizes of the products that I really liked that I talked about in my video there. So they sent me those, and they did tell me that there will be a Black Friday sale. So it's coming up. I don't know exactly when it's starting. It might not be starting actually until Friday, but they're going to be doing 25% off. And they said I am allowed to tell you guys that now. So if you're interested in trying any of their items, wait for that sale. So that's coming, and I think that's really great. Anthropology also has 30% off site wide and an extra 40% off sale. I think that's a really good deal whether you're looking for clothes or beauty. They've got some things there. Beak shoes, I've been looking at some of theirs. I've actually ordered some. I returned them because they were too big, the ones I ordered. As I said, I'm a 7.5, but I usually size up to an 8. I ordered the 7.5 and they were too big, so they went back, and I'm waiting for the new ones, but those were not a Black Friday deal. I'm assuming they will have one again on Black Friday, probably 20% off. However, Anthropologie has a few pairs from them that are included in their 30% off. So that's a good way to get that. And I'm actually considering a pair of their sandals. So it's Beek, Beek, and the website's beekshop.com. So they're really kind of cool looking. The eaglet are the ones that I picked up that I really, really like. They were just, I had to exchange them, but they were out of my size. So I ended up picking up a different pair, and they have not arrived yet. So I don't know how those will be, but I really like them. They've got a really cushiony like insole, and they're, again, they're another like sustainable company. Another great seal is the Le Creuset Dutch oven at 47% off at Nordstrom. If you're looking for somebody, either I like to give these, as like wedding gifts, or, for people who like to cook. So it's just a good option if you're looking for that. And King Arthur also has the Staub. Let's find that. They have the Staub version of that basically in red for 150. So it's their tall Dutch oven for 150. So that's a good deal. Either one of those, I think, would be fantastic gifts for somebody who cooks. And yeah, so those are things I'm looking at. Other things that I'm looking at that are non-makeup related. Hey La La Vanilla. I forget who it was. Somebody shared this with me over the summer, and I bought a bunch of stuff then. So I've been using this a lot to cook. They've got some great vanilla products. I mean, this is for cooking. So, they've got like vanilla paste, vanilla sugar. I make my own vanilla sugar, which is super easy to do. So, if you ever use like the vanilla bean pods, after you scrape your seeds out, just put your pods in with your sugar, you get vanilla sugar. So, I keep a canister of that on the counter and sprinkle it on things. Planet Box, this is what we use for lunch boxes. So, they are like the metal lunch boxes, and they have like little like travel containers and things. So I use those not even just for lunch boxes, but I like their little, they have little metal round containers with silicone lids that I just like to use to throw like little odds and ends in, carry in my purse and so forth. I would also highly recommend, if you are interested in nail polishes, there are so many great nail sales right now. We've got Ceramic Colors, Hollow Taco. So Ceramic Colors is 20% off, and they have a gift with purchase if you spend more than 80. And then Hollow Taco, we've got 25% off. Mooncat's going to be doing something. Flora 1761. If you like the more traditional, like cream nail polishes, they don't have so many, like, they're not going to be your bright, shiny ones. But if you like the more traditional shades, they have 30% off right now. And they don't really do 30% off often like that. I don't think I've seen 30% off except for Black Friday. So there's that. London Town is another one. So all of those. Another thing that I'm looking at personally would be Headley and Bennett aprons. So does anybody here have one by any chance? They they are like, I love Top Chef. And so a lot of the Top Chefs wear these. So you see them like on TV and stuff, but they're just like a heavier duty apron that have a little bit more coverage for your clothes. So I'm always ruining my clothes. And so, I'm looking at those. They have different styles and stuff, but yeah, so I'm considering that. And then I'm also looking at purchasing some tea from Harney and Sons, which, I'm stocking up, but I'm considering getting an electric tea kettle. So let me know if you guys have one of those. And oh, I'm glad you got the Dutch oven, Maria. And oh, the Calicum. Oh, Calicum is here, I'll type it in here. Calecim. And they use stem cells from red deer. And so basically, it's from the um so they get the stem cells, right? And they're using the same source for like the past 5 years. Like that's how many stem cells you get in here. This is like from the placenta of the red deer. So they're still using that same source. They're in Germany, by the way. And yeah, they basically have it infused into all of their products. And this is what they actually use in the hospitals for victims of like burn victims who are, starting off with new skin. They're also using it on like diabetic patients who've gone through like amputations. In some cases, they've even been able to put it on areas that look like they're going to require amputation, and they have been able to kind of regenerate things. So they haven't had to resort to certain surgeries. So I'm really, really loving their products right now. And let's see here. What else do we have? King Arthur's in your headquarter. Wow, in your town. That's great. I would love to be able to go to one of their stores. They, by the way, also have a sale on their site. They don't do sales much. So their sale's not like a huge discount, but you're getting like staples. I usually buy yeast because I like that particular brand. It's like the SAF brand. I actually have both the red yeast and the golden yeast. The golden yeast is what you use if you have something with a high sugar content. So, um, certain types of desserts, and use that. And it's just like a little bit more delicate. So it's going to give you like a little bit of a better bite. Won't be quite so, it won't taste as bread like either. So, yeah, so I keep those. And by the way, if you use yeast, if you keep it in your freezer, it will last for years. You don't have to worry about it going bad. So I keep a little jar in the fridge, but then I keep the big bags in the freezer. And Dyson is on sale. You can get it from potentially from some of the department stores if they still have them in stock. But otherwise, Best Buy is a good option. And you have to log into your Best Buy account in order to get it, but they do a 20% off. And then the Dyson website will have something, but you got to be signed up. It's not open to like it. They don't do just like a blanket percentage off on their website for everybody. You have to be like subscribed to their newsletters. So if you haven't done that yet, do that. And you should be able to get something in your email. If you don't get something on your email by Friday, then you can call them and say, hey, I am signed up on the website, but I didn't get this. Can you help me? And they're usually really good about that. So that's a great way to get the Dyson on sale. Otherwise, you can get like a smaller percentage from, one of the department stores as well. But I think the Dyson website usually does 20 or 25% off one item, and that could include like the entire like air wrap set or something like that. So those are the only places I've seen Dyson specifically. And then let's see here. What else? Obviously, the Refer sale, 50% off. Great time to stock up. I actually like to stock up with some of my favorite brushes, and I just keep them for like gifts for other people throughout the year. Omnia brushes, they also have 50% off. So I like the gold series from them. Esom and Muse. So Muse Beauty Pro, that was started by this one particular makeup artist, Alfonso, and he also started Esom. So Esom for the longest time was just part of Muse, and they had the brushes, but they didn't have like true cosmetics. And they have been branching out into that more. So they're starting to kind of divide into two websites. So both websites actually have the same 20% off sale, but they are two separate things. So if you're looking specifically for Esom Cosmetics, they do have some different bundle deals on their site as they're starting to promote that a little bit more. And I have a feeling, I have not had this confirmed, but the feeling they're going to have like probably a bunch of releases because it sounds like they're really trying to develop that brand a lot over the next year or two. And 2 at midnight. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can go to sleep. It should be up later too. I think everything should be able to, view at a later time. Ronnie, what do you mean for the Neiman Marcus sale? Like, I have done it before with getting the $100 off and, keeping my total really close to it. You do have to kind of play around with it. I think it can be a little fun to do that personally. But, is it, like, not working, or are you just having trouble, like, adding things up to the right amount in your cart? So, let me know. And then, other sales that are great. The Pat McGrath sale is a really good sale if you're looking for any of her items. Definitely something. I think one of the best sales, although it's only 15% off, the Liberty sale, because you don't see Suku on sale that often. So I would definitely recommend them if you're looking for a nice hair comb. I also just recently purchased a bunch of combs from this brand called Recomb, and what they do is they take all of the recycled plastic and basically melt it into combs. And they have barrettes. Do I have one up here? No. And yeah, I keep the combs in the shower to comb conditioner through my hair and through the kids' hair. So yeah, that's just another product you could look at Liberty. I think Liberty is a really great site to order from. I think they're going to kind of be like increasing their options. They've recently increased all of their shipping locations, so that's really great. And then some other deals. Current Body, they actually have some really great deals on their, like, they've got bundles for things like New Face and stuff like that if you're looking for any of the like electronic skincare stuff. So they've got some great bundle deals there. I have a code with them for 20% off if you use Lexi CB. But I don't think it applies to any of those bundles. That's just completely separate. The ND sale is coming up soon. The thankful code, you got about 12%. Only $50 applied. Did the customer service, were they able to help you, Ronnie? And if not, did you double check? I think maybe there are certain items that are excluded. So, yeah. Yeah, the ND sale, Natasha Denona sales, they usually have like buy one, get one free. So, or I know that's how I picked up her big 28 pan palettes in the past. It was buy one, get one free. You couldn't pass up that deal. But she's been doing that on select items the last couple of years. So I would definitely check that out. And she has recently upgraded her website. So hopefully there aren't any issues or anything. Another sale, non-makeup related, would be Rebecca Minkoff. I do like to buy her handbags, and she's got, if you spend 350 or more, you're 40% off. So I think that's a really good deal. And but it's like 25% off 200, or 30 off 300, or 40 off 350. So that's pretty good. Honestly, the Sisley Black Rose deals, if you are looking for things in the Black Rose series, you can get good deals. They've got some great sets, but otherwise, Sisley has a terrible sale. I would skip that. Christoph Robin, I really like their conditioner in particular, and their hair masks. 40% off, or up to 40% off. So I think the conditioner is like 30% off. Maybe it was 40. But yeah, I think that's going to be worth getting. I'm going to pick up a couple backups of that, because again, I use that all the time. And hi, Lena. Thanks for coming. And let's see here. We have, I think, froze. But other sales, the Victoria Beckham sale, she doesn't do 20% off a lot throughout the year, but this is the time of year I like to buy her stuff. And I always like to go through her sets first. Definitely check her sets. A lot of times her sets are customizable. You can choose which colors you want. So I think that's a really good deal. Bobby Brown, 30% off. Plus you get like 5 free minis when you spend $65 or more. So that's good. Tatcha, 25% off. So that's great. I actually just got a set for a friend for a gift. And Alexis Bidar, that's jewelry, earrings that I wear a lot. Like this bracelet is from them. And they have 30% off. So I actually have a cart sitting there right now that I'm considering purchasing. And let's see here, some other ones. I'm waiting to see Nordstrom. Sometimes what they do is they will do a gift card that you can purchase. Like it'll be like purchase any gift card for like $50 or $100. And then you get this like $25 promotional card, as a gift for you. So if they do that, I pick up as many as I can of those. They usually have something like that definitely around New Year. And then I have seen it before Black Friday. They also usually do Mother's Day and Father's Day. So pick those up. Ray Morris, that's another sale. This is a great deal if you are interested in her stuff. She just actually, I have the mini sets, this little travel set. So this is the original, but she now has a 2.0 version of this set where she added this brush. So you can purchase either this set alone or the 2.0 version with this one. And I think that's great. But she's 20% off her whole site. And when you're looking at her items versus comparing it to the prices at like Beautylish or Cult Beauty, a lot of times it's actually going to be cheaper going directly from her site. So otherwise, usually Cult Beauty is cheaper than Beautylish on that. But when I checked the other day, they were out of stock. So yeah. And then Mansur Gabrielle, I have not tried anything from them, but they have up to 40% off. And I have a friend who really likes those. Merit, they have this deal where you can get like the whole collection. That's what's in this picture here. You can get it 20% off. It brings it down to like something like $200. And that's a pretty good deal. So there's that. Face Halo, if you use them, they have 40 or 50% off. They do that every year for their sale. And then Skid Better Science. If you are interested in their products, I like their products. I think that they're really nice. They never do percentages off. They never have like a sale like that. But what they do is they will add in like full size gift with purchases. So you can get, like, I got a full size retinol with my last purchase from them. So yeah, they have more and better products for their gift with purchases now for Black Friday than they do the rest of the year. So let's see here. Elizabeth, the VB, what about the VB? And then Chantecaille, we got the 25% off with Loyal's 25. And I think there are some people who also have like individual codes. So, those are always good to support. But the 25% off, they did listen to people, and it does include like the holiday collection. So that's a good opportunity if you've been looking at any of those products. And again, we do have certain items from Tom Ford that are being discontinued that you can see 50% off at different places like Saks, Sephora, or the Tom Ford website. Tom Ford's actually considering that their Black Friday sale. So, and it's really just the items that are being discontinued. But I'm actually wearing one of the discontinued lip glosses. This is the one I just picked up during the Sephora sale, which of course now it's half off, but it's called Love Lust. It's number 10, and it's like a light pinky lavender shade. So I really like that. And the VB, the brushes, Victoria Beckham brushes. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm not sure which. Does she have brushes, Victoria Beckham? But maybe I misspoke and I said brushes in there, but I meant bundles. Let's see here. Another thing, Capri Blue, if you like their candles. I love the volcano scent. If you're not familiar with that, but you've walked in the Anthropology store before, it's their signature scent. So that's what the store Anthropology smells like. And they have 30% off site wide. And they sell that fragrance in a whole bunch of different decorated jars, different shapes, sizes, and everything as well. So that's always great. And then, the little brush set. This is Ray Morris, RAEMOORIS. So, and they're magnetic and they're like embedded in here. So it's not sticking out. And, this is great. So when I went to Hawaii over the summer, I did travel with this, and it's great because you can wash your brushes and it acts kind of like a, a drying rack for them, but it comes with a little case as well. There's a little vegan leather case that you can wrap around this for traveling. I have that right here. So one side's black or gray. You can use either one. And you just kind of wrap this up in here and you fold these in. Oh, I folded it the wrong way. So I guess these go in first. I always have to play with it a second. But whatever. The sides go in and then this flaps over it. So yeah, that's great. So I usually just take that and then make up, whatever, microfiber cloths. So I think they're great to travel with. Giving Tuesday at Chantecaille is going to include philanthropy items. Yes, they should do that. Every year, they Giving Tuesday, they have a discount on the philanthropy items. But I don't know. I haven't heard anything from them as to what the percentage will be. But I know last year, I don't think it was as high as 25%. I want to say it was like maybe 15, but I'd have to double check on that. So let me know if somebody else knows what percentage that's going to be. And then the 2.0 includes this one, which is the 23 brush. I'm pretty sure it's this one that she has now included. And this is like a really dense brush. I have this one here is natural hair, but now her brushes are all synthetic. So all of these here are synthetic. And let's see here, Cosbar. Yes, Cosbar is a sale I'm going to take advantage of. They have the earn a $40 promo card for every 200. I'm most likely going to pick up the other Valde case. So I got this one, and at the time, Cosbar didn't have any of them available. None of them were in stock. But as of yesterday, they did stock this series on there. So I would like to get the red one. So I'm going to look into that. And then oh, nailed it. It ended up just being something where like nobody could really commit to it. And it just kind of, it's not like we got great reviews or anything on there. So it just kind of fizzled out. Everybody kept wanting to postpone things for a while. And then, because it's hard. Everybody who is participating, we all live in different like time zones and things like that. And people have different things going on in their lives. So coordinating it was challenging. And then a lot of times people would like drop out at the last minute. So it ended up just being more work than it was worth. But if you're interested in seeing things like that from me, let me know. And I can do things like that periodically. And which luxury and effective skincare brand do you recommend buying during the sale? Chantecaille, La Mer, La Prairie. I have not tried La Prairie, and I haven't really used much from Cle de Peau, but I believe those are both supposed to be really great. So I'd love to try them, but I haven't yet. Chantecaille skincare, I think, is nice. I do like it, and there are certain products from there that I really enjoy. For example, their masks. I think their masks are great. I would recommend those. However, I do feel like they often have a better deal on those, probably like closer to the new year. Because I know there's usually some sale where you can get them, um, kind of like, I think it's like buy one, get one half off or something like that, specifically with masks. So that might be around, it might be around the Lunar New Year. But so you might want to wait on masks. Those are my favorite products from Chantecaille, but I do like some of their other skincare items, like the eye serum and so forth is nice. And I love Sisley skincare as well. But honestly, right now, I'm more interested in like I think I might have found like my routine. I'm using some items from Auteur or Autois, I think they said it was actually called, which I'm not sure. It looks like Auteur to me. But anyway, so they have a really great, I love their cleanser because it's an exfoliating powder cleanser, and my skin seriously feels like brand new skin using that. So I think using that and then their toner, which is a mist, a spray, um, I really like those. And then moving on with the Calisym, their products. And then for moisturizer, I still love the Retrievé. So, kind of like mixing those 3 brands, those are really gonna be my top recommendations, but there are still certain things from other brands that I love. Like, for example, Sisley, I still love the All Day All Year. Their Hydra Global Serum, their hydration booster specifically. The hydration booster is different. They have 2 in the same bottles, but the one that says hydration booster is the one that's really good. And I've actually just started reincorporating that into my routine because it's so cold here. And my daughter and I actually did a 5K on Sunday, and it was so cold we couldn't get into the car afterwards because the key stopped working. So, yeah, it wasn't even 30 degrees, but yeah, so there's that. And then Alpine doing the not really. Oh, I didn't even realize Alpine has 30% off. Yeah, I ordered during the Sephora sale too. So that's a shame. I do really like their cold cream cleanser. I have been using that. So that's really nice. And their lip balm I really like. So those are the 2 items I've used so far. And then I have a moisturizer that they sent me that I have not tried yet. And let's see here, La Mer. My best friend, she swears by La Mer. I mean, it's like her skincare splurge. I still haven't really, I've used the little samples, but I've never actually purchased a full size. But I would definitely check out Costco for La Mer and Sicily if you're interested in those. They also do have some La Prairie items sometimes as well. And usually for Black Friday, and Cyber Monday, Costco.com will do a deal where it's something like, buy X number of skincare items and get, like $50 off or whatever. So it's like a sale on top of a sale. And I've never purchased any skincare item from Costco that is fake or expired. So definitely a great place to search for those items, in my opinion. And then, yay, Jean, I'm glad you got the Retrievé cleanser and eye concentrate. I have those as well, so I stocked up on the items I was running low on. Thank you, Jocelyn. It is the Lisa Eldridge Sorcery Palette. And Elizabeth, I'm so glad the cold cream cleanser is groundbreaking. I'm really enjoying it too. I think it's really nice. It's a little exfoliating. There are these little like pebbles in there, but it's not like gritty and like it doesn't feel like it's roughing up your skin or anything like that. It's safe enough to put on the eyes and everything, but you put that on your dry face, smooth it in, leave it sit for a little bit. You've got a little bit of that menthol sensation like you would with like Noxzema, but it's not as harsh as Noxzema, which I'm actually allergic to now. But yeah, and then you can wipe it off. But I like to leave it on for a few minutes. You can use it like kind of like a face mask a little bit as well. So I think that's really a good option. And let's see here. We've got a few more minutes and then I'll have to go. But Oh, another sale for anybody who cross stitches. Needle Workers Delight and Silk Weaver Fabrics. They're in Pennsylvania. They're the same company, but they do 25% off on their site for the sale for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So that's always a good option. And if you're looking for fabric, because you can buy, they do Silk Weaver does like all of the pretty like dyed fabrics, the ones that kind of like a multi-chrome eyeshadow, like the swirl of colors and things like that. And Needleworkers Delight specifically has like bolts of fabric and stuff. So I have actually purchased like bolts and dyed it myself back when I used to do that stuff more frequently. Another sale I want to bring up, if you are looking for makeup for kids, Clean Naturals. This is play makeup. Well, I mean, it's real makeup, but it's very like soft in color, safe ingredients, and all that. It's made in the US. And they have up to 40% off. They've got some great sets. And this is what I buy for my daughter. I do occasionally let her use like regular makeup that I have as well. But, this is really kind of the biggest, you know, thing that I get for her. So yeah, I think that's a good deal. Oh, another great deal that's going on is Necessaire. If you spend $45, you get a free body serum. So totally worth it. I think I'm going to take advantage of that, even though I did just buy stuff from them during the Sephora sale. And let's see here. What else do we have? Look Fantastic does have up to 60% off certain Christoph Robin items. So if there's something there that you are interested in, they have some really good prices. This year, they don't have my conditioner as part of that. So I'm going to purchase from the Christoph Robin website instead. Sephora does have daily deals going on. So every day it's something different until Cyber Monday. And yeah, today we are on It Cosmetics and Sunday Riley. Tomorrow is Peter Thomas Roth. Then we've got Kiehl's Beauty Blender. I'll have to check. So on Friday, I'll have to check and see if the Beauty Blender soap is on sale, because if it is, I'm going to get that. I like the black charcoal one. Net-a-Porter, they've got a good sale if you're looking for anything there. Olivia Palermo. So some people have told me that they've had trouble with this 35% off code. So they're looking into it for me. I did talk to them and they said that it should be working, but what's happening is their 30% off on the website is taken automatically. So it's not letting you enter in the code. It's supposed to be working until Monday. So I'll post when I get an update on that, but they're trying to fix things on their end so that the 35% off code works. So you can get 35% off instead of 30% off. So just something to know, if you want to purchase from her, I would wait until the 35% off is working. And let's see here. Ronnie, RMS iTins. Yay. I'm glad you love those. I really think those are great. And the Phytosurgeons, by the way, they just restocked all of their blushes today. So if you missed out on something, they don't have a sale or anything going on right now, but the blushes are now available. And let's see here. Babe Lash. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. And let me know how that is, Elizabeth. Let's see here. What else? Danessa Myricks. She has some great deals going on her website. She has 40% off site wide going on. There are a whole bunch of different holiday sets and things like that. You can get some really great deals. There are some exclusions for some of her items on the site, but if you use the code reservation dogs 30, you can get 30% off of those items, like the Lightwork palette 2. And thank you so much to Pam who sent me that. And then we talked about Saks. Oh, Blue Mercury also has 10 to 20% off with gift. Who was asking about Dyson? That might be a place to look. I haven't looked to see if they have any Dyson in stock, but they do carry Dyson. So check Blue Mercury. And then BK Beauty, I have not tried them yet, but they were kind enough to send me a set of their brushes. So I'll be trying those soon. They have 20 to 35% off for Black Friday. Another really good sale is Care to Beauty. If you haven't purchased from them, this is basically like a UK like drugstore type place. And this is where I purchased my sunscreen. So I'm not affiliated or anything, but I seriously buy like a few $100s worth of sunscreen at once. Well, I try not to buy too much, because it goes bad. But I buy a whole bunch and I give it out to my family and stuff as well. But this is right now I'm using one from SVR. I will have to see what that one's called, but it's like in this little like squeeze tube. I really like that. That's like my daily. The Chikuhodo Zen series has been restocked at Fude Beauty. They have, just limited quantities. We also have Koh Gen Do. They have 25% off if you go to their website, but if you use the code from the email, it's 30% off with Holiday VIP. I'm considering picking up the Moisture Foundation, and let me know what you guys think about their palette that came out recently. I was also considering that. So that's a possibility. And let's see here. Ronnie sent in a couple of codes, Ozone Socks and Lauren Moshi. So we've got some deals there. The Lauren Moshi one ends today. So I'm assuming she will have another code there afterwards, but that's going to be clothing. You've got a lot of like pop art type graphics and things. Ozone socks are going to be fun, like decorative socks and things like that. Rouge, that brand from, let's see here. What is her name? I'm trying to think of it. But anyway, she has clothes and makeup. So it's Rouje. Let me see here. I have her palette right here. But they do have certain items on sale, and I can't find, let's see here, I'm not sure where her palette is, but her orders come shipped typically in a bag like this, and these are some things that I just recently picked up that I haven't tried yet. So yeah, she also has a clothing line and a makeup line. So she's got select items on sale there. And then let's see here. Say they have 25% off on their site, and you get a free mascara if you purchase $50. And I still love the Hydra Beam concealer. I wear shade 1, which I think is like HB1, I think it says. It's hard to read. And then Surratt. I can't remember if I mentioned Surratt, but they have 30% off our loyalty members. If you haven't already signed up for their rewards program, it is a great rewards program. They probably have the best rewards program. And you can't usually couple your rewards with your sale purchases. But seriously, you get so much money in rewards back. It's really great. So they have the code BF Access 30, and they do have some of their brushes in sets, and those are already discounted as a set. So then to get 30% off of that is great. Now, I haven't tried this. You can't try it yet. Right now, if you go through Surratt, you have to enter in the BF Access 30 code. But usually, what happens on Black Friday, they'll open that up to everybody. It'll be 30% off site wide, and there's no code. So in that case, you can actually sign up as a new member and get 20% off your first order. You enter in that code and they let you stack them. They've done that the past 2 years. They have been stackable. So I can't promise for this year, but it's definitely worth checking out because you can get a great value on their products. And let's see here. Let's check the comments. And Huckleberry Peel. Industrial makeup remover, one size Patrick Star spray remover. Oh, cool. I've never tried a spray remover. I have been using the Tatcha Camellia cleansing oil, and then I use either the Oter cleanser at night after that, or the Alpine Beauty, or the Ref. And how do you have the headspace? So many sales and brands. I'm looking at my list on here. And Lisa Eldridge is planning on restocking her eyeshadows and palettes, but I don't think they're going to be restocked this soon. I think it's going to be a little while. She's also working on new packaging for the blushes that's supposed to be coming out, I think, in 2023 was the last quote that I heard. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a little while for Sorcery. And I heard that the reason some of these Lisa Eldridge orders were late, like mine was one of the later ones as well. I just got mine yesterday. And was it yesterday? Anyway, maybe it was the day before, and some are still coming out. The reason is because of Vega. Vega was held up. We know that it was like kind of out of stock in her boutique, but it also apparently wasn't available in the warehouses or most of the warehouses. I don't think all of them were affected. But because of that, some orders are later than others, even if you ordered immediately. So Patrick Star for glittery eyeshadows. I'll have to try that one. And then Reformation, if you guys shop there, Reformation is a clothing company and they do, a lot of sustainable clothing and stuff. We have a store here in DC. They do a lot of like soft, cozy sweaters. That at least that's what I like from them. They've got like nice dresses and things like that as well. And they have 25% off. So that's a good deal. They also do free returns. So, that's always, yeah, always makes it easier to try something. And see here, we covered nails. Kure Weiss, they actually have 25% off site wide. There's a code VIP access that you can use for that, but they actually kind of went early with their Black Friday sale and they have up to 50% off on the website, depending what items you're looking at. But if you're not getting the percentage you want, definitely try the code and see if that makes a difference. And May Lindstrom, I actually have not really tried much of her skincare, but she's got a really good deal right now because this is coinciding with her 11th anniversary. So you get a free honey mud mask or honey mud which is $90 when you spend 150 or more. So that's a good one. Beauty Heroes, they have 20% off. Detox Market has $1 off depending how much you spend, 15 off 100, 80 off 400, and so forth. And I think we have covered pretty much everything. Space NK, you can get up to 25% off, and there's an extra 10% off with the code BF or B Friday 10. So that's working at the moment. Food A Beauty has some different promotions going on for Black Friday that are now open up to everybody. Lancome is up to 50% off. That's a great deal. Cult Beauty, you can get almost 30% off or 30% off of almost everything with BF30. Rose Inc., they've added an extra $10. So you get 30% off. And right now, they added a $10 off code. So you can get your 30% off and an extra $10 off your order with Rose VIP 10. Bloomingdale's is 25% off certain items, not really beauty though. Both Armani is 30% off. YSL is, I believe, 25% off. Feel Unique, you can get some discounts there, and they are still shipping here, even though they are now Sephora UK. So I don't know if that's going to be switching, but it's a great thing. Now, I have 137 sales currently listed on here. So I have the link down below in the description box. But honestly, we have so many sales now that I can't post them all in the description box because it won't let me. And it won't let me post them all in the community tab anymore. I have to break them up. So definitely check out the main link. Check these out here. So I'll leave that in the description box. And let's see. We're going to finish up. So if anybody has any questions, this would be the time. A fragrance candle brand. I like Diptyque. I really, they're expensive. I really do like them, but I am really enjoying Nest candles and the Valespa or Voluspa, however you want to say it. I like those a lot, and I do also have a lot of Capri Blue candles, which I have some here. Like this is one of the Capri Blue in Volcano, and they come in different containers. This one's just a fun one, but I think those are other good candle brands that have great fragrances. I'm particularly partial right now to this Nest candle I bought during the Sephora sale, which is Tangerine. And I thought it was right there, but I must have moved it. But it's a tangerine candle and Sicilian tangerine, I believe it is. But it's kind of like a light, fresh, citrusy scent. There's like a rose and saltwater one that I really like as well. And those are just like, just nice, like everyday fill the room with a soft scent kind of fragrances. And let's see here. Sorcery on Saturday. I'm glad. Yes, Sorcery and Vega are my favorites out of the ones that I picked up, at least. Harlem Candle Company is another really great candle company. And yeah, I think, and yes, Ronnie, we talked about the 150, get a $75 gift card. I personally am looking at Adriana Orsini earrings. They've actually got some on sale, so I can get like 3 earrings for 150 essentially. I think it's like 180. And then get the 75 and then, get something else. So I feel like last year I ordered stuff that was full price with the 150 and then they went on sale like by the time my promotional card was ready. So if you see something on the Saks site that is currently on sale, do that. And I was just afraid something was going to sell out because I really wanted them and they were there and then they were on sale. And yeah, I would have preferred to do it the other way around, because I ended up paying full price for those. And whatever you purchase with the 150 or with the 75, you can't really return it. You're going to lose out on that discount. So whatever you purchase from Saks for 150, you have to make sure it's something you're going to want to keep. And same thing with that, whatever you spend the $75 promotional card on, because they're not really good about giving you that discount back. So, yes. So Ronnie, yes, the Saks return for full price, then discount is 14-day. But because I did it to get the promotional card, they wouldn't adjust it for me last year. So I had all sorts of issues because I accidentally also threw out the paper card. So yeah, so you got whatever you buy from them with this particular deal, just make sure it's something that you want to keep. And yes, so right, they wouldn't adjust the price because of the I would lose out on the promotional card if I adjusted it, because I guess because of my amount. Maybe my amount wasn't, maybe after the adjustment it didn't hit the right amount. I'm not sure. I don't remember anymore, but um yeah. So anybody have anything else they want to add before we sign off? All right. And, overall, I think the live went fairly well. I was hoping that I could share my computer screen, but I guess the YouTube system for that, they have not added that feature in yet. So we will have to figure that out. Maybe we'll go back to StreamYard next time. I don't do lives very often. So thank you guys so much for coming. I hope this was helpful. And I will continue to list everything, on the Shop My page. It's not sorting properly anymore because we have so many things. So, it's just look through it. And thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And happy Thanksgiving. And I'll see you guys very soon. Next video will be Lisa Eldridge. Bye. Thanks for coming.